Hello friends, and welcome to my new channel here on YouTube. I'm Sarah Sunstone, and today we're going to be taking a very close look at the Coral Island official announcement trailer by Stairway Games. This trailer was released in early January, so that means I'm late to the party, but I just recently discovered the project's Kickstarter and I am so excited and already so passionate about this upcoming reimagined farm sim game. Today we're going to be going frame by frame through the official trailer and talking about the things that stand out. Some things you might have missed, some features you might be interested to learn more about, or we're just going to see what we can find. Any questions I had, I consulted the Coral Island Wiki along with the Discord group and Stairway Games' Instagram page, so those are definitely resources worth checking out. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this trailer, which honestly just makes me want to move to Coral Island. I mean, look at the serene island setting. I'm obsessed. I'm also so excited to see a new game of this genre with such beautiful, smooth, and cute graphics. Although I completely respect and appreciate the sprite design and pixel-based artwork, my personal taste is for these smoother 3D rendered graphics. This trailer honestly just has so much life injected into it. You can observe the palm trees gently blowing in the soft breeze, and there's an adorable little crab just chilling on the beach, just doing his thing. He's so cute. This next clip looks like it's the town's entrance. It appears that there's a boardwalk up on the beach here, and I love all of the textures for the different pathways and vegetation. Here on the left, there's a plaque for Starlet Town, the heart of Coral Island, and on the right is Socket Electronics, which is owned and operated by Luke. I wonder what sort of things we can purchase here. You can both see and hear these wind chimes jingling in the wind, which is an amazing attention to detail. We walk past dateable NPC Suki on the left, and Betty watering some hedges on the right. If you look closely in this clip, we can see two little frogs, one of them jumping into the nearby body of water. And this is what I believe to be the ancient temple located at the lake according to the game map. It looks like we're making some sort of offering here. The farming mechanics themselves look quite familiar and what I always describe as being super meditative whenever I play this style of game. Near the entrance of our house, we can spot a mailbox, and a pigeon is actually supposed to alert us whenever we have mail. And then there's also a storage box here, which I've heard we can also purchase things from, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. When I tell you I scanned the heck out of this trailer, I'm not kidding. I went frame by frame so slow, and look at him. Now, I'm assuming this is a beaver with his little teeth sticking out, but there has yet to be any official confirmation of this animal. The opportunities for expanding your farm on Coral Island are so captivating. There's a wide variety of crops, flowers, fruit plants, and fruit trees to be planted and harvested. There's actually over 75 types to be exact. While there are many classic crops, I'm really excited about the diverse tropical fruit species that we can also grow. As we walk past the chicken coop on the left in this clip, we can spot strawberries, roses, and daisies. And as we walk further past the windmill, we can see bananas, dragon fruit, avocado trees, peppers, and sunflowers. It also appears that we can create our own apiary or honeybee farm, which I'm really excited about. This next clip shows even more crops that we can plant, including eggplants, pumpkins, and grapes. These appear to be bok choy, but I'm not 100% sure, and next to them could be potatoes, but it's just kind of hard to say at this point. They haven't been confirmed. And then this tree appears to be a rambutan tree. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. There's also so many adorable animals in this clip. I am such an animal lover and I'm so excited for the animals in this game. There's a peacock, there's chickens, there's a quail, there's cows. There's also a handsome luwak just prancing through the fields. And these adorable piggies, one of which is rolling around so carefree in the grass. I can't even. It also just has to be said that you can have a pet and you can pet your pet. Like, what is better than that? So in this game, we're actually able to dive into the ocean at various different depths to help save the coral, hence the name Coral Island. I'm such a huge fan of this feature because I believe it's so important to care for our oceans in real life, and I love that it's being advocated for within a game. The underwater scenery is so beautiful, and I'm sure will become even more beautiful once we deal with all this nasty in-game trash. So far, the only underwater sea creatures that I've noticed in the trailer have been the jellyfish here, as well as this poor little sea turtle who is caught in all the trash. Oh yeah, also another small detail, there's mermaids in this game. It looks like the merfolk need our help to save the reef and the ocean's creatures. The Coral Island Kickstarter actually reached one of its highest stretch goals, so now the developers are adding an entire merfolk kingdom with 20 characters, 10 of which you can befriend and 2 of whom you may find love with. The quest lines in this realm have also been expanded, and the kingdom will feature a festival. My prediction is that you gain trust from the merfolk by helping them clean up the ocean floor and save the animals like this sad little turtle. And then once building these relationships, I imagine that they will welcome you into their kingdom, and who knows what will happen there. I'm so excited to see more. I love merfolk, and honestly, in some ways, I fully believe they are real. So what many are perhaps most excited for is going on dates and interacting with dialogue. I want to do a full video on all the romanceable NPCs because there's just so much to unpack there. So this clip shows us on a date at a taco truck, which is run by Emma, one of the Coral Island townies. And we're on a date with Yuri, who is one of the romanceable characters. She's a doctor. She's got pastel hair and tattoos and piercings, and I just think that is so awesome. This next clip shows dialogue with Scott, who is another dateable NPC. Apparently he's super passionate about artifacts, whatever that means, but he gives me major city boy vibes. Here we are briefly shown some sort of lab or research center. I feel like it might be related to environmental research and coral rehabilitation. I mean, based off of the nature of the game and the specimens they're showing here in the tanks. Also, this one character here looks like Surya, who is a marine biologist graduate, so this would totally make sense. Kickstarter has confirmed that the forecast for Coral Island includes sun, wind, rain, storm, and snow. We can see what the rain might look like in this clip, which appears to show combat practice with Zara, who lives on a boat. So presumably the boat that we can see here is hers, which is super cool. In this clip, we're bringing some sort of gift to Eva, a baker who works in the general store, which is called Sam's. We can actually spot Sam here behind the counter, and according to Kickstarter, he owns this general store and lives on the second floor with his wife. This other NPC on the right here appears to be Ben, who is a nomad and lives out of his caravan. The general store is also shown here from the outside, and we see Macy walking past, who is actually pulling her rescued pet lobster, Steven, behind her. Just casual, no big deal. It looks like there's a super cute patio on the right-hand side. I wonder if we can go on dates here or purchase little snacks. Also, based on the produce stands on the left, I wonder if we'll be able to sell some of our farmed goods to Sam. And look, here's a little kitty on the roof. So cute! This next clip briefly shows an interaction with Raphael, who is the island blacksmith. This appears to be his shop, so I imagine he will be able to upgrade our tools for us, and we can also date him, so that's nice. Here it looks like we're inside of a bar with live music. Immediately I get adult KK Slider vibes, for those of you who are familiar with Animal Crossing, but this area is apparently called the Tavern, and it appears that the NPC named Theo is performing, who by the way is another eligible marriage romanceable character, so if you've got a thing for soulful musicians, here you go. Other NPCs in this clip include Pablo, Anne, Paul, Macy, and Eva. And then also Frank here behind the bar, who runs the tavern with his brother Noah, who we'll meet shortly. Here we get a tiny little sneak peek at some of Nina's backstory. She gives me major Moana vibes. She's definitely high on my list for characters I'm most excited to interact with. Here we're chatting with Noah, and we're outside of somewhere called the Fish and Sip, which I've yet to discover any info about, but I imagine it's some sort of bar or restaurant, and maybe I've just yet to stumble upon the details of this spot, so I'll keep investigating. But it's got a rooftop patio, so I'm down. And there's a cute little seagull over here. So like many games of this genre, we are able to explore forgotten caverns, which might be one of the purposes of practicing combat, like we saw in a previous clip with Zara. This follows the typical formula of different elevator floors with combat, mining, and exploration. I'm personally really excited for all the crystals we can collect. I love crystals. So there's also been rumors of the ability to turn off combat for those who are not a fan of the enemies or who get a little anxious about them. So that'll be interesting to see if they implement that feature. Fishing has also been confirmed for this game, and several fish species have been revealed, although I'm sure there are more to come. I love such a small detail, but it's like your dog is actually cheering you on while you fish, and I think that's so endearing. Here we can see some of the exterior variations to which we can customize our home. Now initially when I watched through this clip, I thought there was a little sneak peek here on the cliffside of like a decoration that we could place. However, my partner actually pointed out that it looks like it could be one of the giants in the game, which is such a good catch and so cool. Here's a look at the interior design mechanics that are very reminiscent of Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer and New Horizons. So here we can take a brief look at the customization options for our character. It appears that we'll be able to customize body type and skin color, as well as eye shape and color, hair color and style. It also appears that we'll have some options for starter clothing, which is so awesome because, for example, in Animal Crossing New Horizons, you're just stuck with some random default outfit and it sticks around for quite a while actually. You can create a character name as well as a farm name, and you can also choose your honorifics, so they can be set to Mr., Miss, or MX, and then you can also put in your own. And then finally, we can also see that you can select which pet you would like to start off with. Here, we're engaging in dialogue with NPC Erica, who runs the Coral Island hair salon with Emily, who is actually behind the desk in this clip. The aesthetic of this place is so on point, and I'm excited to see what sort of hairstyle and color options they offer here. This is also the first clip where it shows an option for dialogue choice, and I imagine your choices in conversation will help build various relationships with the characters. I'm sure Erica will like you a lot more, for example, if you hear her out than if you shut her down in this scenario. But of course, you can play however you want, which is the beauty of this game. The other NPC we can spot sitting here waiting for his haircut appears to be Charles, who is another dateable character and a doctor. This appears to be the town hall. First of all, hello Rainbow Flag, you're awesome. Here you can interact with the town board, and this board displays a seasonal calendar, community projects, and town errands. The community projects tab revealed here includes a community garden, a recycling center, and a museum. It shows whether the project is new, ongoing, or completed. It appears that we will require certain materials for each project and will be rewarded with XP upon project completion. Finally, we revisit one of the earlier clips where we were making an offering, and this clip is particularly interesting as it shows an interaction with the Goddess of Flowers, who is part of the Coral Three, the other two being the merfolk and the giants. These three work together to maintain the balance of Coral Island. It is believed by the town folk that this goddess is responsible for rejuvenating the island's water, soil, and overall well-being. And this is where the trailer appears to end. Now, at the time of posting this video, the Kickstarter has already reached its conclusion. They beat all of their stretch goals and more, so that is super exciting. I believe they'll be transitioning over to Backer Kit. I'm actually just gonna pop in a little reaction clip from Hello Cisco and I when we reached the final stretch goal, which unlocked island hopping, so enjoy. We're like 110 away. 113. $113? $113.
Oh my god, someone's gonna drop it in one go.
Come look.
I'm naked over here. Okay. We did it! We did it! Yay! Woo! We did it! Yes, let's go!
So
Everyone in Discord is going crazy.
Oh my god.
We did it.
We did it. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about is the clip that the whole trailer leaves off with, which is showing one of the mer people, Denali, engaging in dialogue that is not quite understandable. So I'm assuming this is actually their own language that we'll have to somehow figure out how to communicate with them. And I'm really curious about how this is gonna play out. So that is all for my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This took quite a while to put together, so I would super appreciate if you would give it a thumbs up. and I will see you in my next video. Take care.